Hey there, Scorpio, and welcome to your week of May 3rd, 2021 tarot reading. About to hit you up with a general vibe card here, then a 3-card spread of past, present, future, and then we'll do a couple clarifiers and outcome card here at the end. Hopefully everything's going good, but remember, Scorpio, these are general readings, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try to make something kind of fit the narrative that you have in your head, right? Like, don't try to make things go the way you want them to go. That was a lot of cards, speaking of going. Just if something's there, take it. If it's not there, leave it, right? So, and we got pop out for you, Scorpio, to end off with that. So, so for you, Scorpio, we got the 2C card, and this is a card of kind of stepping forward into the unknown and just kind of taking off and going on adventures and just what may come, right? So, it seems like you need to kind of step out into the wider world. I think, there was another sign that also had that this week. I can't remember who. They also had the 2C card. And again, it's about just stepping out and just going out, taking a chance, right? Growing into that great unknown and just going on an adventure and, living with no regrets, right? So we'll see what we got here for you, Scorpio. In your past, we got the 10 of Swords, so something dead, done, over with, right? 10 of Swords is a card of like your worst day. Something's been killed. Obviously, this doesn't take 10 swords to kill a person, but I always look at it the way as it is, or I always look at it like the song Today by the Smashing Pumpkins, which is a song about a person who's at rock bottom, worst day of their life, but it's also the best day of their life, they say, because everything's up from here, right? Like, they're at the bottom, so they have to this is the worst they've ever been. They can obviously go up from here. So I like that. It's also got the guy's holding his hand, and that's the symbol of luck. So very lucky at this time as well. So something has ended quite brutally for you, Scorpio. And it seems like we're only going up from here, right? So maybe maybe you're at your rock bottom. Maybe now's the time to take a chance, right? So how much worse could it get if it's this way, right? This is leading to your present energy with the 3 of Pentacles, which is teamwork makes the dream work. So working on a team, working together, working with some people to achieve something that you couldn't on your own. And it's also working with people and knowing your role in that group, right? Knowing, are you the producer? Are you the constructor? Are you the architect, right? Like, who are you in this group? So a team doesn't necessarily have to be there's 3 people on the card, but that doesn't necessarily have to be 3 people. It could be if you're in a bad spot and you kind of feel like, oh, I don't know where else to go, my life's in shambles, like a therapist, right? And maybe go seek out some help that way. Like, a team can just be a duo, right? One of the best teams ever is Batman and Robin, right? The dynamic duo, right? So, but that's maybe what you need to go out to sea with, is your life can feel like an ocean sometimes, right? And maybe you need to go out and start exploring that and getting in touch with yourself, right? So, but this is leading to the future, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is a card that it spins for you and against you. And you see the snake here on the side is sort of to represent your vibrations. It's kind of like the energy you're putting out. So if you're putting out negative energy, the wheel's going to spin against you. If you put out positive energy, the wheel spins for you. So like I say, if you're talking to a therapist, for instance, like somebody to help you out, and maybe your role is the person that's being healed versus the role of the therapist is the person helping heal you, right? Maybe you need to put out the vibe of yeah, I need help and I need to start healing and I need to start getting better and turning my life around. Well, the wheel's going to be like, yeah, we'll put that kind of energy to you. Let's help you out, right? Things want to help you out. I always look at the snake as kind of like a car, which, the wheel on a car. The car wants to go straight. The car wants to go straight. And you use the wheel to turn it whichever way. And if you turn it this way, the car will turn that way with you, right? So let's get some clarification on all this, right? But before we do, Scorpio, if you could leave a like, I really appreciate that. Helps the channel out a lot. You can also subscribe so you stay in the loop of when I upload new videos. And if you hit the bell icon, you'll get actually notified when I upload new videos. That way you can come, geez, cards are flipping everywhere. That way you can come right on over and check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos and get a full scope of what might be coming for you in the week ahead. So hopefully everything's going good, Scorpio, over on the other side as well. But let's see. I think that's a good shuffle for this deck. So between the Ten of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, we got the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is the second fastest knight in the deck. He takes action and he goes after the things that he wants, right? He is a little flaky, a little in and out, but overall, he's just taking action. He's very charismatic and such. So maybe at this time, with this ending, maybe this is who ended it for you. Like maybe you broke up with your significant other and they were very much a Knight of Wands, very much a charismatic person, but they were also kind of an energy vampire and such, and very flaky, and they were never really there for you. But you still loved them, cared about them, and this has kind of left you where you're at, and now you're trying to recover from that. So I know my ex was certainly like that, and I ended up going to see a therapist after that. So, but anyway, between the Three of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, we got the Ten of Wands, which is a card of stresses and anxieties ending for you. It's a card of you know, all this stress, anxiety, all this tension, all this dread kind of coming down on your shoulders that you've been carrying for a long time. And the Ten of Wands is saying this is coming to an end. So like I say, like again, coming back to that therapist analogy, maybe that's what you need to do. You need to go out and seek help and seek someone to help you out and get you out of here, right? You're lost at sea, right? You've gone to sea, Scorpio, and now you're kind of lost out here, like, uh-oh, where do I go? And the currents are just kind of taking you wherever. And it's like, maybe you need to go find some help. Like you need to send out a signal flare or something so somebody can give you a hand, right? This is all leading to the Four of Pentacles, which is a card of doing doing kind of what's normal and what's expected, not taking any risks, right? So it seems like maybe you need to just kind of sit down and be like, well, what does everyone else do in this situation? And just kind of follow that along, right? There's, you know, like when somebody, like I was saying, like for my own personal experience, and I can't speak for everyone, but like I went through a nasty breakup with an ex and she treated me very poorly. And I ended up going to see a therapist after that because I recognized that I was in some trouble and I wasn't going to be able to dig myself out of it on my own, right? So that might be the same case for you, Scorpio. Hopefully though, whatever way you go, it is on the path of recovery. So again, you know, just take stock and be like, all right, what do other people do in the situation that I'm in, right? Do they grieve a little bit and then mosey on, or do they, you know, seek help, or they talk about it with people, you know, kind of get the feelings out there and feel better, like whatever it is. Just don't do anything wild, right? Don't be like, oh, my ex broke up with me, now I'm just going to go right back into another relationship, right? Because that's a good way to get hurt, right? That's a real good way to get hurt, because you don't want to go into relationships in a sort of a, like, I'm not complete or I'm not satisfied. You want to go in being like, no, I'm a perfectly functioning, normal human being. I am a normal human. I am not a robot. But you want to go in that very much like a very normal, functioning, like I can handle myself adult, I'm emotionally stable, mentally stable, all that kind of stuff, right? I'm not saying you have to be like the perfect, like, you know, person, but you need to go in at least not going in with like I have a lot of baggage right now I haven't dealt with, and now I'm gonna like make this stranger that I'm trying to get a relationship going with deal with it, right? So that's all I got for you this week, Scorpio. Hopefully that helps you out. Remember, you can leave a like, you can subscribe, you can hit that bell icon so that way you never miss a video. You can check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos after this one, get a full scope of what might be coming for you in the week ahead, and I hope to see you, Scorpio, in the next video.